Keep your eye on the inflation ball. As prices keep going up, and the most recent numbers are pretty sobering, the worst inflation since 1990, moving us back towards the Jimmy Carter era of constant price increases. People feel it in their lives. They feel it when they buy gasoline. They feel it when they heat their house. We've already been warned by the government that this will be the most expensive Thanksgiving in American history in terms of fixing dinner. There's reports that cranberries are going to be in very short supply. Smaller turkeys, the kind people like, 10 to 12 pounds, are going to be in a shortage because they can't find enough workers to prepare the turkeys when they weigh 10 to 12 pounds. So by the time they get around to them, they're weighing 16 to 20 pounds. All these different supply chain problems combined with just straight out inflation. We have too many dollars chasing too few goods, and Biden and Schumer and Pelosi seem determined to add even more dollars, which will increase the inflation rate even more. The reason this matters is inflation is a tax. It's particularly a tax on the working poor and on people who are living on fixed budgets. So if you've had a limited pension, or if you are in a situation where you have to rely on your savings, or if you have a limited income, you get really hammered when inflation hits. I know recently my wife Callista filled up her car for $72. I filled up my truck for $79. Huge increase in the cost of gasoline, and more is coming. And in the middle of that, the people who are idiotically trying to impose hard left values, big socialist government values, on the rest of us are talking about closing down a pipeline in Michigan to go along with having already closed the pipeline from Canada to Houston. Meanwhile, they're begging the Russians and the Saudis to pump more oil at the very time that they're cutting down American oil production. So I think the biggest story of the next year may well be the inflation story. And if it is, if every American of every background is faced with steadily rising prices, I think it will be a real disaster for the Democrats in the elections in 2022. So as I started, keep your eye on the inflation ball. It may be the biggest single factor in the next couple of years.